Oh. Okay, so
we're starting the second one. Me and Natalia are pushing through. Victoria?
Natalia was trying to leave.
Yes.
Natalia was trying to leave.
Yes.
She thought she was going to.
Well, we already discussed everything.
No, there's things.
Everything. We find like 100 new topics in a work day to talk about.
Let's do it.
Oh, you know what I was gonna ask you about this? I love when you get on the hair. I
What?
love when you get on the hair because then it doesn't stop, and like you kind of like give me like a
Like what?
like one of
There are
those like
3
phone
pieces
sex
of them.
people.
Oh,
Like,
really?
like yeah, like
You know, sometimes I'm like, now I know why you're so popular with the men.
because of that.
Just the way you are, like.
no, you give off like a librarian by day, dominatrix by night. What's that? Like when. Okay, so learning.
Or like
I don't know.
no,
I
it's
think
like
we should.
it's like someone that's like more dominant rather than submissive.
Oh yes, yes.
Like with the
I
whip, like-
totally
With the whip.
With the whip.
Yes. So no, you know what I feel like we should actually go into is this like labor camp that you went to as a kid,
Yeah.
because we were eating the caviar and then you went into how you pulled a memory out of the depths of your mind of
Right.
eating caviar
Right.
with roaches and
Right. Because for today's event, I was trying to get the correct vessel, like to keep the caviar in, the pearl spoons and all that.
I thought she meant like
But
in a way
then-
to get it here, and I was like, she chose Amazon box.
the vessel. Like, she's like, she was like about to out you. Like she thought you were about to say something else. She's like, it was an Amazon box.
Right.
but then when I remember my childhood and eating all the caviar that I ate, it was just the simple way.
Eating all the caviar that I ate.
When I reflect back to my childhood and
Yes,
all the
yes,
caviar I ate.
Yes. So in Soviet Union, when I grew up, during the summer, the whole month, we had to be in a labor camp.
Instead of librarian, you should be like history teacher.
Oh,
Right.
historian, yes. The one that you think you're going to go in and you're going to be like, this is going to
So
be an
boring.
easy A. And then all of a sudden she's going to be like, and this is what we're going to learn. And this. Yes, that's so true. But okay, the labor camp you said was mandatory. Because
So
I
it was
thought
mandatory.
I thought it was like almost like a fat camp, but like labor version where your parents are like scoot like and they put you in this, but it was mandatory.
It was
found
mandatory. Yes. So as a student, you had to go for the whole month and work for free in the farm. Truthfully, I don't remember if we had to work 5 days or 7. But it was from morning till evening, and nobody paid us. We had to
How
live
old
in
were you?
barracks.
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
How old were you?
So it was high school age.
Oh.
So
God, I can't believe I complained.
because our school is from first grade to 10th, and the last, I guess, like three years of school, that's when we had to do that labor camp.
The last 3 years?
Correct.
You had to do it every summer?
Correct.
That's horrible.
No, it was okay. It was fun.
Oh.
Actually, we had to live in barracks, and we had like earlier today we were discussing, like toilets, all those in the open.
Oh yeah,
the shower,
how there was no
all of us
walls and a door,
together.
just
Correct,
toilets.
correct.
Yes.
Shower, all of us, together. During the day, we worked from morning till evening, and then in the evening we would eat, and we would have either dance or movie and good night. And then next morning, work
Back
again.
to the salt mines.
Yeah.
Okay, like what is the purpose?
So my parent, well,
Oh yeah,
because,
oh yeah.
because that way the farm will pay the school and the school will have funds. Like instead of doing like fundraising like here in the United States.
Oh yeah.
They just use child labor.
Correct. Correct.
The way that we like cut like the little like box tops from the cereal, and that was our like thing.
Yes.
And like,
Jump rope for heart.
yeah,
Is that what it was called?
yeah, we had that, or like what?
And we got prize. Like it was always like if we did it, we got prizes. And
Pizza
I
party.
yeah, and I was always like the prize always sounded cool, and then I was like, nah.
I'm like,
Too much work.
Pizza party, like what? Like it's fine. I don't
No,
need to donate books.
No, but we had the minimum of how many, like for example, if we would collect the apples, or cucumbers, like how many pails of cucumbers
It's
per
like a
person.
video game.
We had to like collect.
Farm town.
Yeah.
So we would come up with some kind of like crazy idea how we can work around that. We would
Work
put
around the slavery.
we would put, like for example, in the pail, we will put the flip-flops like crisscross, and then like put cucumbers on top of it,
So it
it's
made it
not
look like
gonna
there was
be
more.
correct. But because otherwise they're not gonna, we would have to stay and work on the field until we do our minimum.
Oh.
And
I had been
then
putting like 5 flip flops. Like
it was like, give me yours too. Okay, but then your parents would.
But then because the food there was like kind of like a cafeteria style.
Sounds like
our,
prison to me, but
our parents would bring us some food, and teachers would not like it, so they will confiscate that food
to
What?
eat for themselves, those greedy little
yes,
pigs.
Yes, that's exactly what it was. But we would hide it, and we will eat at night. And I remember we were eating black caviar with bread at night while cockroaches were falling from the ceiling on top of us. And we
she's
couldn't
like, and it was
scream.
fun.
And we couldn't scream because it's like otherwise the teacher will hear us and will take away our caviar. So we were quiet as a mouse.
It's kind of like first world problems mixed in with like
Yeah,
actual
like, what
child
is
labor
this?
laws. Like it's like the weirdest thing. And also the fact that I'm like, so it's like prison. No, it was fun. It was fun.
Yeah. She's like,
No, like on third year we had my friends and I, we had a choice. We they told us that we can leave because
she's like, no, I'm staying.
and we had to find people who wanted to leave, like take our place to leave, so we can stay.
This is like straight out of like a show I watched, and it
No,
was like
never.
what? No,
On
I don't know.
Netflix?
I don't know.
Well, I was going to tell you, I don't know if you know, but there was a name for what you had. It's a thing called Stockholm syndrome.
Okay. I think that's what it was.
So, I think you were, because when you said the
Right.
third year was a choice, that sounds crazy.
Yeah, but we really did have fun. Really did have fun. Yeah, when you think about it.
When you think about the cockroaches like falling down on our caviar and bread, like it was a blast.
Zero privacy to use
Would
the
go back.
restroom.
Zero privacy. Zero
Like
privacy.
when you actually think of the fact that it's like
Yeah,
prison.
They were like all of us, like all girls. Like when you think about it, there are 3,
So what did the men do?
like 20 something. No, even more. Like girls
So
on one
what?
side.
So
and
what
some-
labor camp did the men have to go to?
The same.
Just only like boys
No,
only,
no,
girls
no,
only?
we were together. So like a huge barracks. One barrack is for girls. The other barrack is for women. I mean, men. Girls, men, women.
She's like, you're right. Actually, there was no men.
No. They were guys. They were guys. Yeah. And yeah, at some point, I don't know why, what possessed us, but we decided there were a couple of boys, and they were our friends. But for some reason, we thought that it will be fun if we'll catch flies, and we'll put those flies into their food.
That is funny. I like that.
And we have been doing it for a couple of days in a
I'm
row.
thinking about the last podcast and I called Big Natalia a bitch and I feel bad now.
She's like, I've been sitting here this whole time.
Disclaimer.
She's like, now that you actually put flies in guys' food.
Now that I know what you went through with the cockroaches, you're not anymore. It's just the way you were raised. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. So we put those flies into guys'
She's like,
food,
"So the flies."
and like the first day they were, they were upset. The second day they were upset, and then like
Really? I would
it
think they'd be jumping
progressed
for joy.
like every single day for a while, and they finally, it's like they burst it out. They complained. They're like, there is absolutely no way that it's just only us who gets flies every single meal. Something is not right. So everybody started to investigate, and they found, and they realized that there was, I guess, that somebody saw that one girl from our group was the one who actually, like, was near their food every single time. So they punished her.
Natalia's
and
like, I don't know her.
and they
I have
Don't-
no idea what's going
and they,
on
and
here.
they and they told her that she had to stand like in the sun.
Okay, wait, hold on a second.
outside.
My question out of all of this is how did you get the flies?
I was just about to say, how did you catch the fly?
There's a fly in my window and I can't even kill that.
No, that was my question too.
Please explain.
There is a fly
Swatter? Yeah, we own
How are
them.
you
They.
not efficient?
Yeah.
Like,
Do you know how hard it is still with that to kill a fly?
Yes, I do. I lived with that. I killed those flies left and
Okay,
right.
so it wasn't an easy task.
No, it was easy. My grandmother could kill the fly with her hands.
what?
Even with a fly swatter, I can like not kill a fly.
Oh well. Anyway, she had to stand outside in the sun, and we did not admit that we also participated in this, but I stood with her every single day.
You know what?
Silently.
That's free tan. That's tan.
Silently.
You don't have to pick the fruit. You
What?
can just tan.
Oh, tan.
Some of us.
No
It's-
having to hijack the buckets with flip flops. You just
Okay, but some of us don't like. I mean, I tan well, but first there is a burn, and I'm assuming they didn't give sunscreen.
No.
So
There's no such thing.
I don't wear sunscreen anyways.
okay, well, again, we have different problems. You'd be like, have you? Well, you probably haven't. Like, I've had a 2nd-degree sunburn.
Well, I don't know what kind of degree did
Yeah,
I have,
what
but I
is the
did
degree?
have sunburns.
Like blistering?
Yes,
I've never had that.
but I would assume standing in the sun.
Yeah.
Also, it's not like they're in bikinis. You probably had horrible sunburns.
Yeah. Well, we still had fun.
Ava's like, look at the bright side, free tan. We still had fun.
Yeah.
Blistering in the sun.
Yeah. Working for free.
Working for free.
Oh my gosh, it was funny because like my dad has been a huge advocate for you to be he's been a huge advocate for me to impersonate you on the podcast.
Oh no.
But I do it quite often. You probably don't realize that it's actually like a known talent of mine in amongst my family. But so he's
know you because of Victoria.
right. So he's like, well, and you do know Riley, but so because of that, he's like, you need to impersonate Natalia on the podcast. And I'm like, but I feel like she needs to be on the podcast before I can impersonate her because people won't get it. Like, otherwise, it doesn't make sense. But with that, like lately, because every time he listens to the podcast, he'll like text me with like a correction. Like at first I'm talking about, at first I guess I just wasn't mentioning him at all. And so I was like talking about like people who like drive Fords, and I did not include him because I remember him driving a Dodge like truck.
Okay.
Which he did confirm it was a Dodge truck, but
All
he's
right.
like,
Apparently, like a Ford guy.
yeah, he's like, just text me like out of the blue, like your dad's also a Ford guy. I'm like, so sorry that I made that like error. Then I feel like there was something else that I like said that then he texts me and he's like, so that's wrong. And I'm like, oh, so sorry about that. The latest was from the last podcast episode where I talked about how I don't know how I have, like, I do need to get an updated prescription because, like, I do feel like my vision is getting worse and, like, my glasses are not cutting it. But I'm like, I honestly don't know how my eyes are as good as they are because, like, my dad and my mom's vision is, like, horrible. Apparently, I, again, owe a correction. My dad texts me, no. He had
perfect
2015 vision his whole life, and it's actually even better than it was before. And the only thing he needs sometimes is readers. And I was like, did you not wear contacts growing up? I literally thought that you wore contacts. Like, did I make it up? And he's like, well, I wore a contact in one eye. The one,
what?
Yeah, and
That's
then
pretty good.
and then the contact got like, or his eyes. Then he didn't even need it, so then he like got rid of the contacts, and now like he just uses readers occasionally.
Tips, Trey.
They're right. Like, who just corrects their own eyes? But then I'm like, it seems like every podcast I'm like telling the story
from your dad,
right? Because I'm telling false truths. And then he's correcting me. And I'm like, do we need to do a meet and greet?
right?
Like, I feel like we need to like reintroduce ourselves.
Right.
Let him know now to write down everything that apparently have we said wrong, and he can come in here and be like, okay, so for one, I had 2015 vision. 2, I am a Ford guy. 3, I corrected them. Like,
he's like so ready to be on the podcast. He's like put me in, coach, like ready. And also he was texting me like, I have so many ideas. Like, once I tell you, your subscribers will double. I'm like,
that's
great. I'm like, you sound like Natalia. What's the idea?
right.
To do impressions of you. This is the suggestion. This is the suggestion.
Do it.
I don't know if there's more. We didn't get that far.
Do it.
number 1 on the list for sure, winner, double. No, don't have her on the pod. Impersonate her. Steal her identity.
This is it.
Do it.
I know. Do you is it actually like, do you actually like realize like how many people then get like, I feel like, obsessed with you once they meet you?
Yes. Fuck. Yeah.
She's like, I don't like to acknowledge it because I'm trying to be humble, but
over here, but
No,
yes.
I do. I do.
she's like, it is a burden. It is a burden I have to bear.
Yes.
The obsession is real. But I'm telling you, I feel like though, like, probably just because like, you're like their mom, but like, I feel like your like younger daughter, like, you needs to realize like
You better
more.
watch this podcast.
No, she told. What did she say to you? Like the one time, she's like, "I have a life. I don't have
Yes,
time to like be
exactly.
on." Oh, when you asked if you were like
If she
following her
noticed that
still, yeah.
yes.
Because Natalia, one day, Ava texted me and she's like, "I think Natalia blocked me because like when Ava went to her page."
No, because like I thought she like unfollowed me and then removed me as a follower or something, because it just said like, because I know I had followed Natalia at one point, and then it, like I saw her page and it just said like follow, and it didn't say like follow back, it didn't say anything like that, and I was like, oh, so basically Natalia hates me, like this is like she has cleared me from her like social life, like I have no chance. And so of course I texted Victoria,
And I was like, I don't think so. But you guys did go through a rough patch for a minute. So
But
I
did
was
you
like,
also had the follow?
yes. But at first I was just like, no, Ava, she wouldn't do it. But I'm
No,
also
and
like,
Natalia-
did she do it? And then, but I didn't want to like hurt her feelings if this is like, but I'm like, maybe. And then like one day I go and notice also it says follow. You're not following me. I'm like, oh my God, what happened? What did we do? You claim that you did not
I
do
don't
these
know.
actions,
There are
but
a couple of people that kind of somehow fell
I think
off my
we may need
list.
like a trial. Like I think I may need to take this to small claims court and
yeah.
see.
No,
But then
not
when
small
she
claims. We need like the whole thing.
it was like, I demand a grand jury. She's like, trial by combat, trial by combat.
Yeah, because Natalia didn't like me, and so I was like,
at this
"Is it
point, I
because
think
Victoria's associated?" I'm like, "Am I bringing her down with me?" I'm like, "I'm sorry."
But then she asked her daughter if she also had like she's like, well, I don't know, have I seen your story or whatever? She's like, I have a life. I don't have
I do not
time.
follow it. I do
Well,
not
you know,
follow.
you don't really like your daughters anyway either.
The younger one, she does.
It's like, come on, I'm on the fence at this point.
Oh, has things happened?
Well, because like she has to do certain things to sort it out through the counselor with the counselor, so she can get like the full 50% off scholarship, and she is giving me excuses like, oh, I've been busy doing scuba diving, oh, I've been busy in Florida in on the beach, oh, I've been busy this. I was like, well, I hope that you have enough funds to cover that
Did she end up
expense.
keeping that Louis Vuitton?
No, we returned it.
Oh, what happened? Did you get a new one?
No.
So
We have
back to
still
square
credit.
one.
Yes, we have still
So
credit.
you can
We have still
donate.
credit. It's like, it's so difficult to find something for $2,000 for $2,500 at Louis Vuitton that you like.
But to your point, she got this credit years ago, right?
A couple of years ago.
So it wouldn't have been as difficult at that time.
See, that's the difference. Like, I would have gotten that thing next day. I would have been on Louis Vuitton. Like, what am I gonna get? Like, what am I?
Yeah, there would have been no hesitation.
Yeah, that
there's
would not have
no
been sitting.
there's no 2 years going by that I just have an open Louis Vuitton credit or
Well,
gift
how
card.
about that? We can look on the website and we can see if we can find something for $2,500 that we actually like.
Okay.
There's zero.
Right,
Well,
but
we've done this before, though.
right, but to your point, you told her to do it right away,
Right.
2 years ago or
That is
whenever,
true.
so
is
that
true.
things were, because that it's always going to go up.
Yes.
So we would have got something that we liked because we would have gotten the credit or whatever and had it ordered same day,
Correct.
paid for overnight shipping.
Oh yeah. Fuck
We would have been like, well, the bag's free, so I might as well get it tomorrow.
Yeah. She doesn't even want to bother like looking at their website.
You had to force her How did she
force her to get a Louis Vuitton bag?
Yeah, to like use the credit. Like she wasn't even.
I'm like, how are you, and your daughter is she? Like, you know, like how is she her, and how are you?
Actually, Natalia and I have had this. We've actually had
You,
these
you,
conversations.
Mimi.
You who, she who. Like,
How are you? You, she, we.
I don't know.
I was like, I don't. Can you repeat the question?
can you repeat the question for me real quick?
We've actually
Be like a short special snippet.
You guys need to get it
So-
together.
I think it's an Aquarius in me.
No,
I let people be as they are.
You're
I
like,
don't know.
you're like, I let them be as they are. They may not be in my life as they
Right.
are.
This is true.
But they can
That is
be,
so true.
But they can be as they are.
That is so true. That is so true.
No, we've actually
That
talked
is so
about
true.
that though. Sometimes, like with how your daughters are like that way and how you are the way.
Yeah.
And I believe that in the next lifetime we can be
Yes.
the Russian Kardashians.
Can I pick up your accent already? Like,
Your parents will send me an angry note.
My mom's like, just send me 10%,
Right.
Whatever, like the normal like cut is. No, we were just talking about those people though, because you said accent, but seriously, there were these residents. It was the ones that Natalia was talking about the other day, and this lady. Where was she from? The people that used to be in 1404. And then they moved out to that like
Oh, yeah. She's from, oh God, Great Britain? Is she?
I don't know, but seriously, when you would be yes, but when you would be talking to her, like her accent, like she would go from a straight up
Right.
American accent into like
British.
like, but to the point where I literally thought like I was glitching. because it was like the first few times I talked to her, I never heard the British. I only heard the American accent. And then all of a sudden we went into like jolly good fun, tea time, like whatever accent. And I'm like, what? And then like back to American. And I'm like actually confused.
happened?
Is she actually
like that one influencer? I don't know.
Yes, Michaela.
Yeah.
That has like
Oh
the
God, what is that one thing that she says? I've been like trying to think of it to like say it. What's that one thing that she says? She's like, oh, what is
So
it?
there's this influencer, she like does makeup, but she like has the like Boston, New York,
Kardashian.
yeah, like that, like the East Coast accent.
That's what she says.
But that's the one.
Yeah.
But everyone is always saying that like she's faking her accent or just like making it like thicker than it actually is. Because I guess people that
But, oh my God, I'm so sorry, and I don't know if this is gonna make us like controversial or not. But if you've seen like her recent video
Yes.
of like the divorce, and
Yes.
she's
Like,
take a minute.
you're gonna want to take a second.
Me and Cody are getting a divorce or whatever, and she's like, take a minute, take it in, and everyone's like, it's not me who's getting divorced.
She literally starts the video. She's like, "You're gonna want to take a seat for this." I can't do an accent.
Yeah,
like
I know.
that.
I
I'm
always
like,
feel
I
like
am never someone who.
take a seat, but then it's
Yours
like,
is-
what
yours
am I
is-
even?
This is actually good. Mine I can't do, but like she's like, "You're gonna want to take a seat for this."
But she's
Just
not even like that.
sit.
She's just, like,
and then she's like, "Cody and I are getting a divorce. Take it in." And you're like,
second. And I'm like, I was literally watching and I was like,
and then when she's like, "We were together for 5 years." This is what we're having the dramatic like effect for.
I feel like 5 years is nothing.
And I'm like not trying to like shit on her relationship, but also I'm like,
No, low key, I was a loyal follower for a long time. Like low-key, when everyone was hating on her, I was like, she's a baddie, she's doing her thing. And then that came out and I was like,
I didn't even know, honestly, that like she was actually married and even what his name is. But I also wasn't like a follower. But I'm very confused though by previous 1404 and her accent. Like, do you think it's like real that she actually like lived in, like, do you think she's actually from there and actually, I'm just, because
It
you,
sounds like it.
but you've been here for 25 years.
I just pop out with a British accent and, I'm like,
Yeah. Because try to have an American accent.
oh, can you please?
No.
She's like, how dare you?
I'm sorry.
No, but like, could you, or you just like don't want to right now, or like, can you actually?
No, I can't.
Like, but proving the point of like, because she said what, she's been here how many years?
Oh God, I don't remember.
Not as long as you.
No.
Right, but your accent is still like,
Yeah.
so I just
So
like,
if she's here for less, you would still think that she can't go from like American to British.
and I feel like she primarily had an American accent. I don't know. It's very strange to me. I think about it more than I probably need to.
Right.
I forgot about it for a while
One
until
day.
you said that they came.
Oh, that was such an interesting.
And now
day.
it's like back on my mind.
What if one day we all do British accents at work?
I should check my lottery ticket, the one that he gave me.
Oh, yeah. I forgot. You haven't checked it? Hello?
What's wrong with you?
Do you
I
have it?
know.
What is wrong with you?
Because my astrologist said that I will get rich by a man will give it to me.
And he's the one?
Well, I don't know
Check
if
the
he was
jolly
the one or
good
not,
lottery
but-
ticket already, damn it!
Do you have it?
Well, not with me right now.
Oh, I was like, we could all witness.
I know.
Are you dumb? I'm just kidding.
I think I am
Get
at this
rich
point.
already.
I could have quit like a couple of weeks ago.
Actually, I hope you lose it.
Oh, thank
I'll
you.
burn it. I'll find it and burn it before.
We're like, actually, where's that witch when I need her?
It has to be a way out.
She's like, after all this shit, she's like, get me out of here.
It is weird. How many lives do you feel like you've lived?
You know, when you think about it, it's been an interesting ride.
Yeah, because I feel like I've had it.
Like we're ending like a whole like it's been an interesting ride, like I'm like, are we ending like a TV marathon? It's been like airing for 50 years.
No, but if you actually like, if I think about all of the stories you've told me,
Mhm.
and that's not even all of them.
Yeah.
And I just think about my 31 years here, and I feel like I've already lived a lot of different lives.
So the time it's spring forward. So wait, would it currently be 8:33 right now?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I just feel like me and Victoria always get done so late. I don't know why. I'm like, so like back then it would be 8:30 right now.
Back then, like a week
back.
ago.
I feel like it's so early. And I'm already like
Are you sleepy?
very.
Okay.
I have to wake up for
All right,
this.
we'll wrap it up.
No, we have at least like 15 minutes
Oh,
to go.
But me and Victoria tomorrow are going to the grand opening of that nail salon, so I better get a goodie bag.
Well, right, because we did this whole thing.
You
We
have
have
to be in, like among 100.
yes, and we don't even have we have this like founders membership, and we have no appointment.
To thinking
That was
back
such a scam.
on Bagel Speakeasy and how we were there so early, I feel like we can pull this off. We pulled up at the Bagel Speakeasy at what, like 8:30 because we thought there was gonna be a line.
No, we got there at 8.
Oh, at 8 because we thought there was gonna be a really long line for these Shug's Bagels.
But it was a fun event.
It
It
was.
was
really fun.
after
I loved
Natalia
it.
laughed at us for being there so
And
early
took
because
pictures of us and
be-
documented the humiliation.
yeah, because we all agreed 8 o'clock. Now, yes, we got there like I think I got there at like 8:10. I think you got there at like 8:15, and then we like walked over,
The only
and
thing
then
I wake up early for, I was actually almost on time, and we were sitting there trying to bask in as much sunlight as we could for
It was
45
windy.
minutes.
It was cold.
and then
And there were just only
and-
two of you.
And you know what's actually so funny is because you are like actually like so reliable and like always like when you say you're gonna do something, I actually like I'm like there's no doubt in my mind. So when you're not there, and then I'm texting and I'm like reaching out, I'm like, so she's dead.
And the way I
And the way that I was texting and calling, and Ava calls one time,
she's like, hello.
I was like, this bitch.
You know what? Keep that going. I feel honored. I feel great. Oh my gosh, the other day when you texted, you were like, we are like twins.
Oh,
I was like, I
she-
screamed in the office. I was like, oh! I was like, did you see this? I was like, Natalia said I was her twin. Like, and then I kept reading the message. I was like, well, she said I made a lot of mistakes, so I don't know how to take this anymore.
She's like, well, she says I'm like her twin because I make a lot of mistakes, but still she compared me to her twin, so a win's a win. She really did. She's like screamed. I'm like, what? She's like, Natalia's text. Did you read it? I'm like, let me go right now. I'm like, oh, that's so sweet. She's like, well, I think she's not really complimenting me, but she still said we're like twins. So,
Well, that's it.
okay, but then the way that you actually showed up at like 8:40, I was
Yeah.
like shocked because even you and me were the ones that said we thought we should be earlier.
Oh my god.
I know.
So-
but I had faith in you.
Oh, actually, I will take that as a compliment because I feel like normally that may not have been the case.
I was like, you know what?
And then a man had the audacity to
No.
cut in front of us.
No, actually, that was
That was
actually
absolutely rude.
okay. That was rude because first of all, Ava and I were the first fucking ones there.
It was so obvious too that we've been
Yeah.
waiting there for like
No,
a
because
freaking
Him
while.
and his freaking like
5 line of duckling.
yes, freaking
kids.
veggie tail ass like family like rolls up like him.
Like, okay, so and there was only 50 bagels, so I'm like, well, there goes like
Yeah.
20.
No, exactly because it was like freaking Noah's Ark. Like he like got all the like, and then they like walk in. They're
And it's
waiting.
where they're like multiplying. Like he's walking and there's like another one like popping up. I'm like, whoa, when is it ending? And then his wife comes out, and then like 3 more kids. I'm like, whoa.
And we were there. We're waiting outside because, well, one of our residents works there, so it would have been kind of awkward for us to wait inside. But also, like, it's not a big place. They're waiting inside in the warm, in the coziness, and then it gets to like what, like between 8:55, and then he comes out with one of the kids and looks at us as he's walking by.
And it's so obvious that he's been here multiple times, and he's like, have y'all tried them? They're so good. Well, we were trying to be the first ones and, like get our hands on a bagel, and there he is.
I wanted to be like, so this is like what you're teaching your 10 daughters to cut in front of women when we were even here first. It's not like we showed up after the fact and we think that we're entitled to be
We
first.
were there for the workers were there.
the longest 45 minutes of our lives.
No,
seriously,
it
it was
truly
cold
felt so.
outside, and we were the only ones outside.
Outside, because everyone else that came, they were inside, but everyone else.
And we were like feet away from this stupid thing, and he comes and prances his jolly little ass out of the restaurant to go, and we were like, the way we're like watching, we're like,
No, I was actually in shock, and then I was like, why am I in shock? He's literally a man. I should not expect anything more out of him. But he went, stood there and ordered fucking 45 bagels. Thank God that there was enough left because, like,
And
truly,
then he was like trying to make conversation, and
because he knew he fucked up.
yes, for sure. And he was like, "You go around the back to get the bagels." I'm like, "Of course, you know, fatty. Like, you've been here multiple times, and you cut in front of us." So
I was actually just happy when our bagels were ready before theirs. Because
think
yeah,
so?
because they ordered so freaking many. Anyways,
yeah, I think it was because they ordered so many that ours were first. And then it was great because did I go first? Yeah, I went first. I feel like it was pretty like smooth sailing. Then Ava went. She got so nervous she forgot to listen when they repeated her phone number back, and so the whole time she was stressed out of if she's actually going to get the text message because they text you where to go and how to knock and all that. Natalia tried calling. They didn't pick up her call, so she had to try again. And then we got the bagels, but so then I get the text first. I go around, and I'm like the type that like it's like I get the text message, it's like knock twice, pause, knock once, and I'm like, this is like a humiliation ritual. This is like they're like go to the red door around the side. I'm like, this looks like the door where they take out the trash. Like it's not like an aesthetic looking door. It's like I'm like really, this is the thing, but okay.
trash shoot.
Yeah, but I'm like, okay. So then I like knock twice, pause, knock once, zoop, the like freaking door comes up. And then I'm like, do you take Apple Pay? Because they made it sound like you had to like have rolls of coins. Yeah, like, and Ava's like, I don't have a card. So she's like, now she's stressed about her phone number and not having a card. She's like, no. And then she looks at me like, of course we take Apple Pay. Like, this is not a freaking, like, I'm like, well,
okay, well, you
I'm
have like
like,
fucking Marilyn Monroe in your
yeah, I'm like, I thought this was
you can go
prohibition. So I'm so sorry. But then finally, so then Ava's so nervous. Finally, the text pops up.
I'm like, yes. I'm like,
Yes.
my fucking bagel.
She gets the text. She pays with Apple Pay.
Like 2 bagels because I can't just keep it at one. Natalia is actually like the way you said, well, you can eat. I can see you can eat both. So, and then like days later, I was like, no, I'm not gonna eat this. She goes, well, I've seen you do it before. I was like, oh, that's a rude awakening.
And then Natalia walks up, and then the girl, it was almost like accidentally, like she must have heard you talking, so she like opened the window, but then you got the text, and then she's like, well, did you want to do the knock? And Natalia's like, yes. For me, that would have been the perfect segue to
Like,
not
no,
do
that's
the
okay.
knock.
Really?
Yes, I would have been like, I don't need to. It's fine. Just, and she's like, yes, I do.
Hell yeah.
So she closed it back. She does the knock. She opens it back up, and she's like, hello. Like, as if you.
She's never seen this woman before in her life. And the fact, so the bagels, you call them out of like the trunk of like a vintage Rolls Royce. We spent like 10 minutes photographing Natalia, like laying like on this Rolls Royce. Well, I'll have to send you a picture and you can insert
No,
it.
we have to do
So-
no. Honestly, it doesn't even do it justice to do it inserted. We need like a carousel post.
Yeah, I have like 50 pictures of Natalia like posing in front of this, like not just posing, like soaking this.
Laying.
Yeah. Yeah. You would think it's her car.
That would be my next car.
Rolls Royce.
I love it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get
Chris.
a Bentley.
Oh, see, Chris is like you. He likes the Rolls Royce. But I feel like you want like a Rolls Royce with like a driver.
Oh yeah, you think this queen is driving herself anywhere? No.
Oh yeah, she could not even fathom that you didn't have Central Market cut the bread.
Yeah, so apparently Natalia was gonna go to Central Market today to get this Eastern European rye bread, and I was like, "Well, I'm going to Trader Joe's, so I might as well."
She's like Central Market.
Yeah, so I go to both, and I'm figuring out how I've never bought bread like this from them, like from the thing. So I was like pressing the screen. I'm like, print. Why isn't it printing? Anyways, took me about a good 10 minutes to figure that whole ordeal out. I get here, I'm like so proud. I'm like, I found the right bread.
Honestly,
I'm like,
I was impressed.
I'm like, Natalia's gonna be so proud of me right now. Like in Central Market, you actually would have thought like I won like literally the lottery or something, because when I told my sister, I was like, that's your Easter, that's the one Natalia wants. I'm like, we found it. Like, because I was seeing like 5 different brown breads, and I was like, fuck, like, I don't know what I'm doing here. And so I see Eastern European, I'm like, yes. I'm like, yes, that's it. So I get it. I bring it here, and Natalia, I open up the bread. I'm like cutting it, and she's like, the first thing she says, you know, you could have gotten Central Market to cut that bread. And I'm like, did not know that.
I mean, seriously, you got further than me. I seriously didn't even get the sticker the last time I got bread there. I didn't even know there was a sticker system. I just saw the bread. I saw the bags. I put the bread in the bag. And then when I got to the self-checkout, I'm like, where the fuck is the option for my bread?
Yeah.
But I'm too proud, so I just picked something else that I thought could be the same price.
Well, let's hope.
Okay,
bread's
This will
secured.
be the life.
this is kind of funny. Just like I was sitting here watching your like legs just be up in the air, and the fact that like I fully have not only
On before.
the way it's a low profile couch and your feet don't touch the ground. I just like keep seeing her legs like be like straight out, and I'm like, you know, I can't even tell you the last time I had that problem. Probably when I was like 8.
Okay. I'm now an 8-year-old.
I was 5'7" by 7th grade.
Wow.
Yeah, and then
Wow. I think I'm shrinking. I think I'm actively shrinking.
already.
So
It's a little early.
well, I was like 5'1", and then I went back to 5 feet.
I thought you were like 5'2".
No.
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 You were a true meatball, even though you've never seen Jersey Shore. But you did start watching Schitt's Creek.
Yes, I did. And I'm gonna watch it after this.
Are you still in the same like spot?
Yeah, I haven't progressed.
I love it.
That's what.
But I made a lot of progress that one night when I started it. I'm on like episode like I want to say like 6 at least.
And you like it.
Yeah, episodes are short. I didn't realize they were that short.
Tell me not that Natalia is Moira.
Oh yeah, 100%. Oh my god.
Alexis, David, Moira.
You really think I'm Alexis?
Yeah, but that's like iconic. You don't think so?
No, I'm just like I was like literally because you said that like in one of the pod. I was like, oh, I could see that, you know. I'm like, well, since we're both Capricorns, I'm like, I wonder if we're like both David. But then I'm like, but then there's some aspects I'm like,
Okay, do you actually give me your honest? Do you actually think I give David, or do you think I like
100%,
Okay.
yeah,
see?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
But you're definitely Moira. It's great.
Especially like the crying in the closet, like I could.
Oh my god, it's so great because she's just like so upset with the whole, and then she's like, oh, what does she say when she goes? She like crawls back out to the vanity because Alexis has to take care of her, and she's like, no, I took care of her last time, and David's like, no, I did in like St. Bart's or whatever, and she's like, ugh, fine. And so then Alexis goes in, which would be you two, to be honest. I'd be like, I did it last time, and then she's like at the thing, and Alexis is like, well, let's go get breakfast, and she's like, well, I like did whatever, and she's like, well, you had a whole thing of Xanax or whatever for breakfast, and she's like, well, I was hungry.
Yeah.
Like Moira says that after she took like the whole thing, she's like, well, I was hungry. And that would be so you, because anytime
Like, do they see me as a druggie?
no, it's just funny because it is. I never even thought about the closet thing, but it's so true. She has like a breakdown, and she's like,
She's getting like this is gonna be like her after the podcast. She's gonna like reading all the comments. She's gonna be like in the closet. She's gonna be like,
oh yes, because since they went broke, because they're basically the whole like a, you know, the accountant, or do you know anything about Schitt's Creek? Okay, so they're like very wealthy. The like accountant business manager, fucks him over. He flees, you know, they have nothing, and then they're like, well, luckily you like get to keep one thing, and
it's like this like tiny ass.
but
like,
at first
town.
when they're like, well, you have one thing like that you get to keep, and Moira's like, the children.
Oh.
But she's also kind of like, ugh. yes, we know we're stuck with them type of thing. And they're like full, like Alexis is the younger one. She's like 27. But like they almost like act like they're like still like actually like dependents. And they're like, no, they're dependents, even though they're like full grown adults. And they're like, no, actually there's like this town that Johnny bought. And they're like, you actually bought that? Like, yeah, it's like this whole thing. But then her whole status, because of going whatever, goes down the drain.
She's like an actress.
Yeah, she was on a soap opera. So like a soap opera actress. But then her like everything tanks. And so then she starts reading about herself like on Google, and she like gets so upset that she like locks herself in the closet for a week. And is like crying and like everything. And it's like great. It really like if you watched it, you would be like I actually feel like you'd be like, yeah, I could see that.
You know, there was a reality show. They took a couple of people from different walks of life, and they put them in like like a lifestyle what was, let's say, 100 years ago, like 200 years ago. And when there's no electricity, you know, like they lived in some kind of village and they had to survive.
No running water.
No running water.
You could do it.
I know. And
she's like, put me on. Where do I go?
And the
Fuck
strangest
the
thing,
Bachelor.
and the strangest thing, you know, like those people who were wealthy in life, like in modern life, when they were put in the extreme condition, obviously in the beginning they had a shock, but then they learned to survive, and they did very well, you know. And then those people who were struggling in real life, they were bitter and they were still upset and they were still struggling.
It's crazy. It's like all about like your like the energy and like your like what you put
Mindset?
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're now a motivational podcast.
Try your best.
We should.
We should. Okay, so we're gonna have to plan our next event. I wish we could all go to the nail thing tomorrow, but like someone has to like hold down the fort.
Someone that's gonna be me.
You're our strongest soldier.
Okay.
We're
Okay,
gonna
hopefully they will do
Unfortunately.
your nails.
She's like, because those bitches need fucking.
She's
She's
like,
No.
hopefully
My
they will
nails
do
look
your
horrible,
nails.
but, you know,
Yeah,
because
your
you
nails
sign up-
haven't been the same since you got back from Russia. You did that like clear coat polish thing, and like ever
Yeah.
since then we've like been like all natural.
Yeah, even before that, I think, because when my lady quit, I tried different, you know, salons.
Well,
It was
if we like
horrible.
this place. I mean, we like that one place down the road,
Yeah.
so maybe you need to try them out. They would love you.
Yeah.
They would.
They so I've called, and like, you know,
And they give free stuff.
we've been in several times to the place next to, and what do they call me?
Oh my God.
Sophia.
Yeah.
Were you a
But
Sophia?
like I called and I made, so like again we've been in several times, I think 3 times, and like literally the last time I called, I'm like, for Victoria and Ava, and he's like, yes, Victoria and Ava, like that's what he said.
Well, like when we walk into, I remember you guys.
Yeah, and then he literally like confirmed Victoria and Ava. I'm like, yes, and then he's like, okay, see you later, Sophia. I'm like,
Dude, the
okay,
whole
but
nail
then
put
that
in,
was on the
texting me, oh,
yeah, because then we got there and he's like, Ava, Sophia, like you're here, and I'm like, who the fuck is Sophia? And then she thought he's saying Sylvia the whole time, and so then we're not really sure. But then we get to the end of the appointment. And like, but you know how like when someone just like continuously like uses your name, but like
Right.
they're just like continuously using the wrong
Right.
name. But then when I look on the appointment book, it says Victoria and Ava. He wrote down Victoria, but then proceeded.
So it's not like
You
he
look
heard
like
you wrong on the
Sophia.
call
Right.
and
You
wrote
look
down
like Sophia.
Sophia. He just pulled that name right out of his ass,
Yeah.
and he was like, "You are now Sylvia or Sophia or whatever the hell." He was like, "Bye, Sophia. See you later."
Then the whole salon, bye, Sophia. I'm like, who is Sophia? I don't know her.
Oh my god, I want to tell you the story. So my mom, at some point, she purchased a timeshare.
I
So
forgot
she-
about
Do you remember
timeshares.
that
Yeah,
story?
no, I don't know if I remember the story. I just forgot about timeshares.
Yeah. So she
what's the timeshare?
she
To the
the,
Gen Z
you don't
over
know
here.
what's the timeshare?
It sounds familiar. I don't
That's
know.
okay. So
That's
She's
okay.
like, shut the hell up.
so basically you are buying a share of that specific room, let's say for 1 week in a year. You can live in that room. This is your
Okay.
And other people do too. So it's
Okay.
like they have their time at whatever their time is.
Mhm. So she bought
Room,
that.
like as in like renting out a room? Or
No,
like,
it's like if you think of like an Airbnb,
okay.
Mhm.
but like this people get it for like this time, and then these people get it
For
for this
lifetime.
time.
Okay.
For lifetime.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So and she purchased that timeshare for this one room in Spain, and she put my brother's name and mine. Um, anyway,
I love when she has more to say,
and
but
with
then she
the
doesn't
and
say it.
with that timeshare, you can switch. Like for example, if you do not want to go to Spain, but you want to go somewhere else,
Oh, that's cool.
you can pay like $125, and you can go to different locations.
Okay.
So with that timeshare, she paid like $9,000 or $8,000. I do not remember exactly how much, but that's
I
how.
was gonna be like, let me buy a timeshare. I was like, never mind.
Yeah.
Let me not.
Yeah. So and then you still have to pay the maintenance,
Okay.
annual
Okay.
maintenance. So she forgot, or they didn't tell her that such thing exists.
Yeah.
And she didn't pay it.
Okay.
But when I was married, and I was like, hey, listen, I have timeshare. How do you feel about let's go to California?
Oh, I do remember the story. I do remember the story.
And I called that company and I said, listen, my mom purchased this timeshare for me. Can you find me? I would like to use it because I don't think that she went to Spain.
Yeah.
So let's do it. They found it and they send it to me, and it says Alexei and Natalia. And I was like, well, no, that's not my brother's name. So I called them back and I said that it's not correct. They apologized and they said, oh, by the way, you didn't pay annual maintenance for a while and you owe this much money. And I said, oh, let me think about it. So I called back. There was a different person. And I said, listen, there is this Alexei and Natalia. Can you, I would like to make the reservation because the Alexei, apparently he paid for his maintenance.
Oh.
So
So you're like, no more mistake. Alexei
mistake.
is
Yes,
Alexei
Alexei
is with me.
Yes. So my husband and I, we went to California, and obviously he had to pretend to be Alexei. So because he played tennis.
What is his name? Nikolai?
Yes.
No more Nikolai.
Yeah, no.
What a good memory. I didn't
Yeah.
even remember that.
Yeah.
I just remember ex-husband.
Yeah. So the manager of that hotel, he played tennis, and my husband played tennis. So they were playing tennis, and every single time he was like, Alexei, Alexei. And my ex-husband was like,
Who the
completely
fuck are you
clueless.
talking about?
And at the end of the day, he was like confused and exhausted every time like to pay attention that his
Yeah.
name is Alexei today. So, so they had the raffle at the like at the hotel.
Mhm.
Who is gonna win the next week vacation free?
Oh yeah.
And at the end of the week, the manager said, listen, I can just give it to you. And we said, no, thank you. Because we were so exhausted of pretending that he was Alexei that we were willing to give up that week.
For free. And
Yes.
Natalia doesn't waste. She
Oh, no.
She's like, oh no.
Mm-mm.
She does
Mm-mm.
not waste, but they're
That
like,
is so stressful though, because like you're like offered this free trip, and then you're like to Alexei blah blah blah, and
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
So
You go
then real
into it-
Alexei comes and he's like, "Where's my free trip?" Like,
Yeah.
and then you go into it probably thinking like, well, that's gonna be a breeze. Like, it's not gonna be that
Yeah.
hard. And then
Yeah.
it's like, it's actually like,
best friends with the manager. Like,
it's actually like a TV show.
yeah.
I don't know how people
Film
can
your
do
life.
it.
Like, can we go back in time and like I will film.
No, I'm telling you, even right now, if like that's what I was saying today is like we had me and Ava had a like in my opinion a dumb video go viral. If we had
We
footage,
appreciate it though. Keep it going.
yeah, we appreciate it. But I'm like, if we had footage of you, we would go mega viral. But I cannot, I just need a camera constantly rolling. Like, can we get a
How do we
camera
get
crew?
a team? Like, can we get like the painters?
Right, a vendor. Let's see. Antonio. We're like, so Antonio, part-time you will do make readies. Part-time.
Part-time you will be our photographer.
He's starting to get he's starting to show his personality a little bit
Really?
more.
Oh, stop! Like he's literally Meatball.
No, he is actually. Maybe you guys are the meatballs because honestly, he feels safest around Ava.
What did
I
he
think
do?
he does.
He just talks to her the
Oh,
most.
really?
Yeah, and when I saw him today, I saw him multiple times today. Like when I went to shop to like give George the dolly, George is just like he's outgrown Meatball. I think like he's just so like I don't know if he feels like he has to laugh like extra hard with me or something. But like today, like I was like, George, my fridge is like leaking, and he was like, oh okay. I was like, here I have pictures. So I was showing him. He was like, oh my gosh, your fridge is cracked too. And he was like, oh no, that's just your phone. And I was like, oh, and I was like, thanks for exposing me. And he was like, and he was like slapping his legs, and, like he was like bent over, like dying. And I was like laughing. And Antonio was like sitting there like, what is so funny? And then George was like, okay. And then we then I'm coming down to leave again with my sister, and I was like, hey, and then I was like, hola, and then Antonio was like, hey. And then George didn't realize because I was in the corner of the elevator and Antonio was directly across from me, so he saw me automatically. And George is to the side, and he was like, "Oh," and he was like, "Twin," but Antonio's just more not shy, but just more like Meatball. George is outgrown. I feel like
Okay, but a meatball is not shy.
I feel like Meatball's more cutesy though. I feel like George is
I don't
still
know what
cutesy.
meatball is.
Which is funny because you were the original meatball of The Office with George. You don't know what it is. You clearly don't know what it is because being
Meatball's cutesy.
yeah, but definitely not
Cutesy
shy.
and small. It's not like he's shy. It's just he's just figuring out.
Meatballs are
how to act.
meatballs are kind of like adult children in a sense where it's like if we were to go into a store, Natalia and I would be scared to lose you. Earlier we thought we're gonna lose you off the balcony. We're this is not good. We should make sure she's okay, whatever, because you're just kind of living in your own world, whatever. But you are also small and cutesy. But
Well, small and cutesy, I can see the meatball, but
No,
I
I feel if we go into a store,
it doesn't have anything to do with
I
that.
feel if we go into a store, George, okay, maybe we'll be worried about losing him, but he'll eventually find his way back. Antonio's gonna be we're gonna be over the intercom.
That's true. That's true.
Where are you at?
Antonio. Well, look, you made it through the whole part too.
Yeah,
She's by the skin of my teeth. By the skin of my teeth. So okay, well we had
stories.
We had story. I told you we'd find things to talk about.
Yeah, I was a little bit concerned.
I was a little bit concerned.
Okay, well we have no things to cheer us with, but to your impending marriage this year. Thank
If
you.
anything came out of this podcast is that Natalia is gonna get married this year. Who knows?
And thanks for gracing us with your presence,
Thank
being
you
the
for
first
inviting.
guest.
Thank you for inviting. It was fun.
And cheers to that.